welcome back to my channel. This is Dom and something a little bit different today. I'm going to try something out. So many years ago, when I was a bit younger, one of the big fun things we used to do before you had computer gaming and stuff like that was postal gaming. And the way it worked was that it'd be a campaign or sometimes even a battle. And you had an army and you sent your orders into the commander, to the umpire, sorry, to determine how you wanted your troops to perform. They would do some jiggery-pokery on their end, and if you were playing against another player or group of players, they would compile everything that had happened and come back with a result. And then they post that back to you. And then you'd look at it, you'd have a week or so to digest it and then decide what you wanted to do next. It was a slow process, but it was fun and I quite enjoyed it. And I thought, well, can I do something similar over the interwobble that would have the same kind of feel and involve you guys who watch the channel in some of the game? Now, obviously, I could stream it live, but actually that's quite tricky to do because I've got to have the time to do it and you've got to be online to do it. And I thought that excludes time, causes problems with time differences and that sort of thing. So I thought, why don't we have a go at a sort of postal type game using Sharp Practice? And I'll explain how it's going to work. But first of all, let's take a look at the table. This was unashamedly an excuse for me to use my new Games of War buildings. I've still got one more to paint, hence why there's another building there that sort of vaguely looks similar. And when it's painted, they may swap places. But yeah, just gave me a great excuse to bring out these beautiful buildings again. And I've set the table up, as you can see, a sort of peninsular type look to it. River running by, a compound here, roads running off there, and another road running down there. There we go. Here, there's a sort of wood here. You can probably just about see there's a hill here. There's another one there where that wooded area is. And then there's another one under here. So what I thought I'd play was a bit of Sharp Practice. So the scenario is this. There is a French supply wagon escorted by a group of voltigeurs who is on the table, going to be coming on the table in that corner. They are going to move all the way down and try and get into the compound. That's their objective. In the compound is some garrison, some troops. There's a cannon there, cannon crew. And those two groups at the back there are in these buildings. I'll come back and talk some more details about those. Meanwhile, the pesky Brits are going to be entering over here. And guess what they're going to try and do? Yep, they're going to try and steal the wagon. They want the wagon. So basically, the Brits are coming on here and they've got to intercept and capture and carry off the wagons. The French are going to have to try and stop them. Simples, right? So the way it's going to work is I'm going to give you, I'll run through all the forces. I'll sort of run through the scenarios. You can see the table here already. I'm going to get you guys to control the Brits. And I'm going to get you guys, give you a couple of days, which hopefully will allow a bit of time difference, for everybody to put their suggestions on what the British should do in the chat. And then I'll do it, subject to the normal rules of Sharp Practice. And so, it doesn't have to be specific. It'd be, the 95th to advance through this hill, over this hill, through these woodlands, the skirmishers to take the building, that sort of thing. Or all-out assault on the compound, capture the compound and destroy all the troops there and hold it So when the wagon arrives, you capture it. You get the opinion, you get the idea. So that's what I want you to do, is you'll do that. You'll tell me how to perform. I will pull the cards as normal, playing this French sort of solo-ish and how I think they should be played. And we'll see how it goes. And we'll take I'll play a few turns. When we get to a break where there needs to be another decision by the Brits, we'll do that. And again, we'll give you a couple of days to respond, and you can tell me what you think the British should do next. We'll see how it works. I think it could be quite fun. Hopefully it works well. If it doesn't, we've lost nothing other than our dignity. So there you go, you've seen a lot of the table. This is a wooded, whoops, all this area over here is all wooded. There's a hill here. Buildings are treated like buildings in Sharp Practice. The only thing I've decided is these walls around the compound are a major obstacle. So you can't fire through them, and to get over them will take pretty much an entire move, because you're basically going to have to get a bunk over. The river just slows, it doesn't stop. The wagons can't go over the river. The doormats are wheat fields, they just provide soft cover, as do the fencing. Buildings will be played as they are, so where there's windows they can be shot out of and potentially climbed through. As I said, there's another hill here, runs all the way around to here. The road, here's the wagons. So you've got 2 wagons and some cattle, defended by, well, I'm using these dismounted dragoons as voltigeurs. Another little wood here, some walls leading up to a bridge and into the compound itself, and another hill over here. So that's what we've got. So let's have a look at the forces. So here we have the British forces for this game. I've basically taken the British light force that's listed in the book and then added 1 unit to that, which gives me, I think, about 77 points according to Sharp Practice. So here the force is led by big man number 1, which is Major Blunt. Can you see where I'm going with this? His Batman here is Sergeant Patrick McGuinness. They control a formation of 2 groups of 95th Rifles. Leader 3 is one of my patrons, Captain Roy, who is controlling 3 groups of light infantry in line. So basically they're just like the regular line infantry, only slightly quicker when it comes to things like stepping out and that sort of thing. Or I should have said Captain Roy is a level 2 commander, Major Blunt is a level 3, and Sergeant McGuinness is a level 1. Then they are backed up by a Portuguese cavalry unit led by Sergeant Diego, who's a level 1. They're the guys who've discovered the caravan and are going and bringing the British here to capture it. So over here we have Sergeant Little, who many of you know. He does a lot of questions for us on the Plastic Crack and has been a long-term supporter of this channel. So I've given him the honour of controlling a small group of 6 British light infantry skirmishers. So he is a level 1. So we've got a level 3, 1, 2, 1 and 1. That force, as I say, comes up to 77 points. On the French side we have Major Pierre, who's a level 3 leader, and we have Sergeant Lamont, who's a level 1 leader, who are controlling a group of 2 8-man French line infantry. Now they will come on when their card is turned over on the French deployment point over there on the road. So number 3 is Captain Chateau, who controls another two groups of 8 line infantry. They are currently in this building. There he is on the balcony. That's these troops here. I just couldn't be bothered to put them in. Then leader 4 is back here. This is the cheesily named Captain Fromage, who is a status 2 commander who has these 2 groups of 6 voltigeur skirmishers. He will also be able to come on the entry point when his card is drawn. And then we saw them earlier. The next officer, Officer 5, is Sergeant Lescargot, who is level 1, and he controls that unit of 6 voltigeurs that are escorting the vehicle. Number 7 is the cart commander. Now he is a level 1 commander. As his card is drawn, he will move the procession of vehicles down the road. Now they won't benefit from the road bonus. If they come off the road, they lose a dice. So they have to really stay on the road. Finally, Commander 6 is Sergeant Henry, who is a status 2 commander, and he controls the gun that's sitting there in the courtyard, and the crew are in this building. So all in all, that gives the French 73 points. So a couple of points lower than the Brits, but that's because they are largely deployed and largely on the table, whereas the Brits have got to come on. So that's the game. So what I need from you guys, so I'm going to post this on Friday morning, and what I would like from you guys, if you want to get involved, is some plans for what the British will do. That's their entry point there. So what broadly do you want me to do with the Brits? I'll give you another sweep around the table. You can see what is going on here. So then, once I've got that, and I'll give you until midnight on Saturday to put some comments in the comment section. I'll look at them. I'll determine what the common theme is for what the Brits should do, and then we'll do that. And then I'll play the next couple of turns, see how it plays out, and then I'll come back with an update and some more decisions for the Brits to do. How does that sound? So I'll put all the forces in the comments, in the description, and yeah, let me know what you think. You've got a couple of days to give me your thoughts and your plans of what the British could do. If you want to say what the French should do as well, then by all means do that as well. I don't mind. It's going to be hopefully a fun game. So there you go. So I'll give you one last shot of the British forces, led by Major Blunt and his 95th, backed up by some light infantry skirmishers, and British light infantry in line, and the Portuguese cavalry, and then of course the French. We have some conscripts there, 2 groups led by the Major there, 2 groups of voltigeurs, the other conscripts who are in the in that building there, the gun crew that's there, and the wagon, and their escorting voltigeurs. So there you go. Let me know what you think. If you think it's going to be fun, if nobody wants to do it, then that's fine. I'll just play the game myself and record it and let you know what happens. But hopefully it'll be a bit of a laugh. So as I say, reinforce what I said. I'm going to post this Friday morning, hopefully, and let me know by any suggestions you have about what the British should do, and if you want to tell me what the French should do as well, tell me by midnight on Saturday, UK time this is. I'll review everything and play a few more turns, post up the upshot, and we'll come back and see what the next reaction should be. And we'll take it from there. And remember, if you haven't already subscribed, please do. Do all the good things. Share this if you think other people might be interested. I'm fascinated to know what people think, whether they think it's going to be a laugh to do. I hope so. As I say, it brings back memories of past years of doing postal war games, and hopefully should be a bit of a scream. Anyway, stay safe, stay well, and I will see you again soon. This is Dom, signing out.